At number 10, we have Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Bobby Brown has finally decided to respond to the backlash she received after posting a video that showed her faking her skincare routine. After a video was posted on Millie's page back in 2019 of her demonstrating how she uses her vegan skincare line for teenage girls, Florence by Mills, comments immediately began to criticize the actor for pretending to use products such as her face mist, scrub, wash, and moisturizer. Fans were quick to call out the star for not using any of her products on her face, and some even noted she was still wearing makeup at the end of the video. Millie would later delete the video and would replace it with a note behind the process of her decision. Millie would go on to say, "I'm still learning the best way to share my routines as I get to know this space better. I thought doing a quick video of my replication of my personal process for the night was okay, but that's not how it was conveyed. However, if you hadn't had a chance to try her products yet, run out and grab some because it's pretty affordable and amazing." Hey Peaches, are you liking this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. At number 9, we have Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga recently went viral across social media with a fake boomerang, and fans have been pretty confused, and majority of them have been roasting the celebrity hard over it. In a video, Gaga could be seen holding a piece of product from her brand while she was tucking her hair behind her ear, trying to mimic a boomerang effect. In the video, Gaga would also tell her fans to sign up early and gain 20% off of her House Lab products. Now, fans' comments have definitely been hilarious to read, with one fan saying she really put "I'ma put the boomer" in boomerang, and another fan would add that Gaga had actually done this on purpose to go viral with the advertisement. Given it wasn't the first time she's made a similar post, they would also note that she's a marketing genius, and they were definitely right about that. At number 8, we have Amber Heard. Okay, so Amber Heard never lied about using her own brand for promotion. However, she is still worth mentioning because she tried to lie about using Milani Cosmetics to win a court case. And Milani even called her out for her lies. During Johnny's and Amber's trial, Amber would claim that she would use Milani Cosmetics all-in-one correcting kit to cover up bruises. The only problem with her claims is that Milani's all-in-one correcting kit didn't launch until 2017. Milani would even post a TikTok video that the product wasn't even available before 2017 and highlighted that the actress was using it from 2012 to 2016. Now, Amber's attorney did not specifically name Milani Cosmetics in court, however they did hold up the kit and said Amber carried this exact one every day. At number 7, we have Addison Rae. Addison Rae was accused of trying to scam fans after launching a face mist that protects skin from blue light damage, just months after another influencer had to cancel a similar product due to backlash. Addison Rae would then release her own version and would say that her product was designed to guard and relieve the skin from blue light that comes from cell phones, computers, and TVs. Many were quick to say that Addison's product is a scam because there is still very limited evidence to prove that blue light is even harmful to skin in the first place. Most health concerns regarding overexposure to blue light relates to eye strain and vision problems, not skin. So the TikTok star should have opted to create her own line of blue light glasses rather than a product to scam her fans into thinking blue light actually damages our skin. At number 6, Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez was smart when she created her makeup line, but she failed to mention that you physically can't use her products with other products. So unless you're going to buy her whole line of eyeshadows, foundations, concealers, blush, bronzer, you won't be able to do a full face because everything is going to fall right off your face due to her formula. Since Selena Gomez's line, Rare Beauty, is a water-based formula, unless you're using a similar water-based formula, you're definitely going to have some problems getting your makeup to stay all day with a flawless appearance. So with her claiming that her product really holds up and stays all day, the statement's only partially true because in order for it to hold up all day, you have to purchase the whole line, and that's a hefty amount of money to splurge on all at once. However, with Rare Beauty using their resources to support mental health and bring mental health services to an educational setting, it's a brand we seriously can't help but support, as the products do what they claim and their impact is truly beautiful. At number 5, Rihanna. Rihanna's line, Savage X Fenty, has drawn in millions in investment funding because it has been lauded for its inclusive sizing and diverse marketing. However, Rihanna's company deceptively promotes discounts and prices that are only available to consumers who are part of the company's membership program, without clearly disclosing the fact when marketing the discount. When consumers flock to the site for the deals, they are automatically enrolled by the company into an extra VIP membership. And the company doesn't clearly disclose the terms and conditions, like needing to take affirmative action every month to avoid reoccurring charges. And some of these items listed on the site are already defaulted to VIP pricing, and they don't give an option to purchase it at a regular price. So if you add one of these to your baskets, you're automatically being added to Savage X monthly membership plan. And the only way of knowing the membership will result in more charges is by clicking the small Learn More button, which will let you know you will be charged a minimum of $49.95 a month. So always read the small print. And number 4, Khloe Kardashian. Khloe Kardashian's clothing company Good American has been getting some ridicule on Instagram after some followers have accused the star of photoshopping images to make her products seem better than they actually are. When the reality TV star posted a photo on her Instagram lying on a mirrored floor, gazing at the camera, she would sport a pair of shape-enhancing skinny jeans. However, the page's followers quickly called her out because they forgot to Photoshop her reflection to match what they edited outside. Fans were quick to point out that they loved Khloe, but who is that? It just didn't look like her. And Good America, Khloe Kardashian, why are y'all doing homegirl like that? At least Photoshop her shadow. Goodness. The photo definitely ran in contrast to Good American's brand identity, as the company was designed for a curvier, stronger shape, but fans pointed out that how is your brand supposed to promote embracing yourself when they're caught photoshopping their advertisements? The lies were definitely real in this post, and it's definitely something we all didn't see coming, and we definitely won't be purchasing anything from this brand anytime soon. Number 3, we have Shay Mitchell. Shay Mitchell was slammed by her fans for making a makeup remover ad. In an obviously staged Snapchat video, the actress and Biore ambassador posted a video to promote the beauty brand's makeup remover. In the video, Shay would begin the clip by pouring the liquid onto a cotton round while saying, "I have obviously tried my fair share of makeup removers, but these are by far my favorite." She would then attempt to demonstrate the product's ability to remove waterproof makeup by swiping the pad across her own eyes. However, when she proudly showed off the cotton round afterwards, her eyeshadow and mascara were perfectly intact. One user would even call out Shay by saying, "She ain't even rub her eye, I'm crying," and another would say, "Why is she reviewing a skincare product with a Snapchat filter on?" And number 2, we have Elizabeth Holmes. When the CEO of Theranos, Elizabeth Holmes, lied about her blood testing machine's ability to run thousands of tests with just a single drop, a journalist would later expose Elizabeth's lie in a scathing article on her company. Before it all came crashing down, Elizabeth had won the trust of corporations such as Walgreens and world leaders. Elizabeth's company's products technology simply didn't do what the company repeatedly told investors, clients, and the media. While Elizabeth and her team said the machine could run over 200 tests, it was actually only able to run about a dozen, and they were actually using equipment that was already available on the market. Yet Elizabeth would hide this fact from investors, and she would claim that the company used their own equipment. They would then go on to fake demonstrations to strike major deals with companies such as Walgreens, and they also faked demonstrations with investors and gave misleading information about the product's clinical trials. And number 1, we have Kylie Jenner. When Kylie Jenner claimed Kylie's skincare line was vegan, evidence would emerge to prove otherwise, and her fans would shortly come to call out the star for her lies. After fans discovered some ingredients in Kylie's line came from animals, fans would begin to slam Kylie for promoting her products as vegans when her products such as her toner and face wash weren't vegan at all. In her vanilla formula milk toner. It contains ingredients such as squalane, which is traditionally sourced from the livers of deep-sea sharks. Although this oil can be harvested from plants as well, Kylie's ingredient list doesn't specify where the oil is from. Fans have also pointed out that her foaming face wash contain ingredients which are sourced from castor sacs of mature beavers. Also, her vitamin C serum smells like a meat stick. Which makes matters worse is Kylie didn't even respond to the claims, so this brand definitely isn't vegan, so if you're vegan, don't use it. At number 10, Bella Thorne. Bella Thorne was definitely for real when she got caught in a lie wearing animal pelt after claiming it was faux fur. When Bella Thorne tried to shake off her social media critics back in 2018 when she posted an outfit of the day photo to Instagram rocking a fur coat, she made sure the trolls on the internet wouldn't come for her after claiming the fur wasn't real animal fur. Some users were quick to point out that the jacket looks very much like Alice and Olivia Tara's striped fur jacket, and the product listed on the site claimed that the jacket was made out of real fur. On the website, the product's overview would say crafted with super soft rabbit and blue fox fur. Bella's reps would then clarify the whole situation with TMZ, and they would later report that Bella was actually given the coat during a photo shoot and she was told it was faux fur. Her representatives also noted that now that she was aware of the actual material, she will no longer be wearing it. However, I mean, considering all clothes come with tags that let you know what the true materials are, Bella definitely knew the jacket was made with real fur, and this definitely was a way her representatives try to cover up the truth to save her image. Hey my little peaches, are you enjoying this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And number 9, Kim Kardashian. After the 2022 Met Gala, Kim Kardashian had the chance to wear a dress originally worn by Marilyn Monroe when she sang "Happy Birthday, Mr. President" to the then president, John F. Kennedy Jr. Now, in a move that truly broke the internet, the reality TV star managed to get her hands on a $5 million dress famously worn by Monroe in 1962. But how on earth did Kim get her hands on such an iconic piece of history? Well, you can thank Kris Jenner for that one. However, after the Met Gala, the internet would be truly outraged at the fact that Ripley's allowed Kim to even wear the dress, as it would begin to circulate online that the reality TV star actually ruined the dress for the short period of time that she had the chance to wear it before changing into a replica dress, with Kim denying that she ruined the dress and that there was handlers present to put the dress on her. Even Ripley's would come out to try to say that the dress had already previously had damage to it. However, if you've seen the before and after photos of the damage done to the dress, you can obviously see that the dress was damaged during the Met Gala, and Kim and Ripley's are just lying to us to cover it up. And considering that Kim had a replica dress, she didn't even need to wear this dress in the first place. At number 8, Justin Bieber. Remember back in 2014 when Justin Bieber took to Instagram to say he bought himself a jet for Christmas? Well, it turns out that the pop star actually didn't buy himself his own set of wings, and that he was actually just renting the jet. According to TMZ, inside sources with direct knowledge about the private jet said that Justin was merely just chartering it for a Christmas flight from Canada to New York City. In other words, technically, it was just a really expensive Uber. While most of us were shocked that Justin took to his Instagram in the first place to brag about what Santa brought him for Christmas, the Gulfstream 650. Now, no doubt it was definitely a comfy ride, but it wasn't a ride in his own jet. Now, considering the jet was estimated to be around $200 million, it would have cost him just over a quarter of his entire fortune. Now, there's no denying that the jet was absolutely gorgeous, but the fact that Justin was pretending that he bought a jet definitely landed him on the naughty list that year. And number 7, Taylor Swift. Even though it's been 3 years since Taylor Swift and her former manager, Scooter Braun, started a highly publicized feud back in 2021, Scooter would open up about the truth, and it would be revealed that Taylor lied about everything. Now, the feud all started when Scooter dropped $300 million to purchase Big Machine label group, including all of its music catalogs, through his holding company. Scooter was able to secure masters from some musicians like Florida Georgia Line and Thomas Rhett. However, they wouldn't be the only artists affected by the purchase, as Scooter was even able to acquire everything Taylor Swift produced on her first albums. Taylor was definitely not fond about the deal, and she would come out to say that she was sad and grossed out by the sale, and she would also accuse Scooter of being a manipulative bully, and that she was never given the opportunity to buy back her own music before it ended up in Scooter's hands. When Scooter came out to talk about the messy situation, he would claim that Taylor had been lying to all of her fans all along, as he even offered to sell her back the music. Scooter would even say that he tried to sit down with Taylor 7 times to sell her back the catalog, and even went under an NDA, and her team just refused. So Taylor pretty much lied about not being able to buy her music back, because Scooter did try to squash the beef between the two. At number 6, Rebel Wilson. When Rebel Wilson tried to lie about her age by giving fans the impression she was still in her 20s, she would also give all her fans a false impression to a journalist when she said that her real birth name was Rebel Wilson. The Australian magazine decided to run a story. Rebel would come out to say that in a series of articles in 2015 that damaged her career by panning her as a serial liar, having told untruths about her real name, age, and childhood. Rebel would also claim that she never lied to any journalist, and that she simply just deflected questions about her age because a lady never tells. Back in 2014, Rebel would claim that she was around 29 years old when she had the interview with the Australian Woman Weekly. However, Wilson at the time was actually in her mid-30s. Rebel would also confirm that Rebel was her real name and how her mother came up with it. However, she was actually born with the real name of Melanie Elizabeth Bowens, and legally changed her name to Rebel Elizabeth Wilson. With Rebel denying that she ever had the interview to begin with, a hairdresser would then later testify saying he witnessed her speaking to a woman before her shoot, and just like that, Rebel would be exposed for her lies, and her real background would be exposed, and we were all truly shook. At number 5, Paris Hilton. It's really hard to say that Paris Hilton was joking in 2017 when she took to Twitter to say that she and Britney Spears invented the selfie. When Paris headed over to share 2 selfies of her and Britney Spears, she would caption the post by saying, "11 years ago, me and Britney invented the selfie." Her Twitter mentions would then be flooded by users who would prove her claims were false. With many users still giving her the benefit of a doubt, it would later be revealed that a professor at the University of Southern California that Paris was definitely lying. The professor definitely had a good chuckle when he said that Robert Cornelius was actually the first person who created the first selfie when he took a picture of himself back in 1839. Not to mention there was a lot of celebrities taking selfies before Britney and Paris started snapping photos of themselves on their wild night out. And while Paris Hilton did not invent the first selfie, after she made the post, her and her publicist wouldn't respond, and it was definitely pretty funny that she tried to bring Britney Spears into her lie. And number 4, Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner can go pretty far just to get some attention, and the star isn't one to shy away from a good lie. At one point in her life, she even tried to convince us that she never had lip fillers done. However, a few years ago, she tweeted that she was eating cereal with milk for the first time, and no one expected a fan to call her out on her lie. Now, many of us couldn't believe that Kylie actually never tried cereal with milk before. But when Joseph Shepard did some deep digging, he would tweet back to Kylie saying, "Girl, you lying. You had cereal with milk on April 25th, 2013 and posted it on Instagram." Joseph definitely came with receipts, and it was pretty funny to read. However, after the post was posted, people began having a discussion whether the cereal was coated in milk or yogurt, but it definitely wasn't yogurt because the cereal appeared to have this little milk drizzle on it, and if it was yogurt, the strawberries would have been covered in it. Also, there's no denying that as a child, she also ate cereal with milk in it, because what parent doesn't feed their child cereal with milk growing up? And number 3, Tyga. Tyga definitely had a lot of us fooled for a long time. When Tyga released his first album, No Introduction, after it was released, he still needed to introduce himself and explain how he grew up. In 2013, an old video would be leaked of a show called Bustas, and it showed a teenage Tyga talking about living in Los Angeles. Tyga would then say he grew up not too tough, and his parents had a Range Rover, but he was still very street. Now, the snippet raised a lot of questions, as Tyga has always said he was from Compton, the West Coast city made famous by people like Dr. Dre. After the video surfaced, Tyga would come out to set the record straight during an appearance on Big Boy's Neighborhood, where he would say The intro beginning was scripted. I grew up in the valley. I lived in Compton my whole life. I'm young, I'm ambitious. I don't care. I'm getting a check for this. I'm having fun, and I'm about to be on TV. Now the controversy pretty much settled down after he explained himself, but it still makes us question if he's really telling us the truth on where he actually grew up before making it. At number 2, Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens. Disney may have been the most preferred channel to watch when we were younger, especially for teen viewers, but it's not known for leaving the same impression on its teen cast. Now, the studio is definitely widely admired for its amazing PR strategies and marketing campaigns to promote a movie or a series. But several teen stars emerging from the House of Mouse have revealed how far these strategies actually took a toll on them. Now, I think we can all agree we couldn't help but raise our eyebrows when we started to connect Disney's PR strategies with Vanessa Hudgens and Zac Efron's relationship. It really seemed at the time like it was a Disney dream come true when the High School Musical stars started dating. But after the final movie was released, the two would break up, and it led to many of us to think that they were simply only together to promote the films. Since the two got together, they were always on the news for their popular off-screen romance. So it surprised us all when they would end things after the franchise released its last film. Disney and the pair tricked us into thinking that they were an actual couple, bringing in more views to the film, and it isn't the first time Hollywood has made us love an on-screen couple and has made the co-stars fake a relationship just to bring in more views to the movie. Hollywood uses this move to bring in more press, and it definitely worked in this case because we all thought this relationship was real. And at the number 1 spot today, we have Beyonce. During an interview with Marie Claire UK, Beyonce would suggest that she wrote the lyrics to the song Irreplaceable. Beyonce would go on to say, "I'm not sure people think I wrote this about Jay-Z or something, but obviously the person is not the person at all." Now, we all wondered at the time when the song was released if it was written about her husband. However, the song couldn't possibly have been written about him because Beyonce never wrote the lyrics to the song at all, and it would actually be revealed that Ne-Yo wrote it. In an interview with a radio station, Ne-Yo would discuss the songs that he had written for other artists, and he said one of the songs he gave away that he didn't want to was Beyonce's Irreplaceable. "I honestly wrote that song myself." Ne-Yo would end up giving the song to Beyonce because he felt like if he sang it as a male, it wouldn't have come out right. However, I think we're all disappointed that Beyonce tried to take the credit for the whole song herself when Ne-Yo wrote it, and she definitely should have given him the credit because he definitely deserved it. At number 10, we have Rihanna. If you are hoping to meet Rihanna one day, you might want to reconsider, as it can cost you up to $5,000 just to meet the star, according to meetandgreettickets.com. Rihanna has become so iconic that the fact her tickets could cost you that much to meet her actually isn't too expensive, but unless you got some pretty deep savings, then that price is actually still really expensive. Some fans have even gone on to say that they have seen meet and greet tickets start at $10,000, and that when they bought the tickets, they didn't even get the chance to get to know the star, as all they got was a few seconds to talk, an autograph, and a chance to take a few photos. Now, considering Rihanna hasn't released a new album in a while because she's been focused on her lingerie line as well as her cosmetic line, if she was to go on tour, this price would certainly go up. It would be interesting to see how many fans would actually be willing to spend so much money just for the chance to shake her hand. Personally, I would never fork out $5,000 to meet a celebrity, as they are normal people, and that just seems absurd. But hey, if you have the money and that's how you want to spend it, I'm not going to judge you for it. And at number 9, Lady Gaga. In 2018, during Lady Gaga's Enigma Las Vegas residency, fans would expect to pay $2,000 just for the chance to meet and greet the Mother Monster herself, as well as gain access to her backstage tour pre-show and reception swag bag. Unfortunately for attendees on a budget, that price actually didn't include a ticket to the concert, so the meet and greet ticket would just set them back even further. However, that didn't stop fans from shelling out for the packages. Today, meet and greet packages can be seen selling for $2,880. However, before you decide to fork out that money to meet Lady Gaga, it's probably best that I mention that some fans in the past have been pretty disappointed with their group meet packages. During Gaga's Joanne World Tour, many fans would be so disappointed with their meet and greet packages that they would have to start a petition to ask the singer to devote more time to fans fans during the session, as the only thing the encounter could consist of is a group photo with how many people actually bought tickets and absolutely no individual photos. Now, the idea you could only get a group photo with Gaga seems so impersonal and weird that a lot of her fans who were expecting a serious meet and greet opportunity were so disappointed, and I don't blame them considering how much they spent on tickets. Hey Peaches, are you liking this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. At number 8, today we have Miley Cyrus. Now, Miley doesn't go on tour as much as she used to, but she's definitely made her bangers tour count in 2014 by making the bank through her meet and greet packages. Miley ended up charging her fans a starting rate of $1,000 for the packages. However, although the packages did cost a pretty penny, Miley was definitely willing to create some wild, memorable experiences for her adoring fans. During tour, photos would start to circulate online, and one fan would even post a photo where you could see Miley grabbing her chest and pretending to kiss her. It was such a super cute and definitely a huge moment for the fan after she spent so much money to meet her. In 2015, during her Melky Melky Milk tour, Miley even signed several vinyl records to give to her fans during the meet and greet session, and was even happy to have personal conversations with each attendee. Now, if you're thinking about buying Miley meet and greet tickets today, they could cost you around $2,286 just to meet the star. However, considering most of the reviews with her public interactions have been pretty positive, it definitely might be worth it to fork out that much. And number 7, Britney Spears. If you hope to one day meet Britney Spears, just know it's definitely going to cost you a pretty penny. From 2013 to 2017, prices for her meet and greet packages started at $2,525 according to Forbes magazine. However, fans who are wishing to meet Spears during her 2018 tour didn't have to pay nearly as much, as her packages could cost you anywhere from $2,100 to $2,300. But today, you might just have to fork out anywhere between $2,500 up to $5,000 just to meet this pop diva. However, critics have claimed that participants who attended these meet and greets were only allowed to spend mere seconds with the star and were prohibited from touching her, hugging her without her permission, and they were also asked not to bring her any gifts. Fans have also noticed that Britney appeared to seem really uncomfortable while interacting with her fans, as she rarely spoke, smiled, nodded, and said thank you a lot. Fans have even cracked jokes about the prices, with one taking it to Twitter to say, "They really should call it a piece of you tour, as you really need to sell a piece of you just to be able to afford to go. It's truly a joke." So while you may want to meet the star, maybe opt out so you can save her from the feeling of feeling uncomfortable when she meets you. And number 6, the Jonas Brothers. Before the Jonas Brothers decided to disband, fans would have to pay a hefty penny just to meet their favorite boy band. If you were wondering how much a meet and greet ticket could cost you before the actual concert ticket, you were looking at starting to pay $1,400, and the prices could even reach up to an average of $4,000. The prices often for the Jonas Brothers meet and greet packages often vary depending on various factors. For instance, a separate meet and greet ticket would cost you less than a VIP package with meet and greet, and sellers could also be seen charging different prices depending on the availability or service cost. With many people buying out their tickets and selling them at higher prices, it was always best to cross-check between multiple sellers or get to the ticket sales early in order to get the best prices. However, fans have addressed that meeting the Jonas Brothers definitely wasn't worth the price, because you would only be given a photo that wasn't high quality, and that Nick could also be found really rude to his fans. As one fan accidentally deleted her photo, he didn't seem too happy to have to retake it. And number 5, Caitlyn Jenner. So we don't see Caitlyn Jenner on TV so much these days, but the former Keeping Up with the Kardashians star has become one of the more expensive celebs on Cameo, with her page advertising $2,500 just for videos to support her charity called Caitlyn Jenner Foundation. With her rating on the app being 4.9 stars, it seems like the reality TV starlet's fans were overwhelmingly happy with the results of the clips, which included a number of happy birthday messages. However, is paying $2,500 for a video even worth it, especially when you're not even getting the chance to meet the star, you're just getting a video? Now, it seems like a lot of the Kardashian-Jenner family weren't thrilled about Caitlyn joining the site, as the family allegedly wished they could stop her from recording cameos, with an insider claiming they disapproved because they believe she's cheapening their brand by allowing anyone to buy a recording in this way. Number 4, Drake. So if you thought Drake's concert tickets were expensive, then you definitely don't want to know how much you're going to pay extra just for the chance to meet this Toronto artist. With nosebleed seats starting at $800, if you look at meet and greet tickets, you're definitely going to have to fork out $2,067 just to have a quick chat and take a photo with the star. When Drake dropped his Views from the 6th album, fans had the option to purchase several different special ticket packages for a fuller experience. For fans who opted to purchase Drake's 6 God meet and greet package, you would receive a ticket located in the first 5 rows, a professionally taken photo, a candle, incense holder, custom disposable camera, 6 God frame, a foam hand, summer 16 pins, a set of patches, a car freshener, floaty pen, and a bag. I don't know if it's exactly worth it, but it's definitely your call. I mean, considering you can always run into Drake on the streets of Toronto, especially when he shows up to Dundas Square with merchandise from time to time. Would you rather take your chances meeting him on the streets or forking out a hefty penny just to buy meet and greet tickets? And number 3, Cardi B. Cardi B has definitely made a name for herself in every arena with her unique style of music combined with her great personality. It makes it so everyone is trying to get their hands on Cardi B VIP passes. If you've been eyeing those Cardi B tickets for a while now and you want to explore the idea of maybe purchasing some meet and greet tickets, just know it's going to cost you more than $2,847. However, if you're looking to spend some serious quality time with Cardi, you definitely won't get that for $2,847, as all you're going to get is a quick photo, a quick chat with this female rapper. And just to get into the venue, you're still going to have to buy tickets, so in order to meet Cardi, it could set you back anywhere between $1,000 to $5,000. So at this point, you better be meeting Offset as well, because imagine paying $5,000 to get no gift package, just a quick chat, and then you have a chance to say, I'm a huge fan, and then they take a photo and they move on to the next fan. Even if you buy a ticket, you may not even get a chance to see the stars. Back in 2019, fans were looking forward to meeting Cardi, and it didn't go as planned when many people waited over 3 hours just to find out Cardi was enjoying the day by the pool. When people started to become outraged, Cardi then would come out to say she had no prior knowledge of it, hence her absence from the proposed meet and greet. So her team really doesn't keep her updated on changed plans. Number 2, Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is one of the world's best-selling music artists. That is often called the queen of rap. Nicki has become one of the best female artists around, and social media is always buzzing when she announces any shows she has planned. With majority of her shows selling out, it can be pretty hard to get your hands on some meet and greet tickets. That's why it could cost you more than $2,182 just to meet this iconic Barbie. However, if you're looking to meet Nicki Minaj, just know that a lot of her meet and greets can turn pretty chaotic at times. When Nicki scheduled a meet and greet at a local cafe in London, fans started to line up immediately outside the cafe. Within hours, the outside of the cafe was packed and it was utter chaos. Videos of the large crowd started to surface all over social media. Nicki would then have to cancel her meet and greet early, and fans would even chase her van down the street. So if just anything goes wrong, you can expect this queen just to walk out and you may not even get the chance to meet what you paid for. So if you're willing to take a gamble on meeting her, then sure, buy the tickets, or instead, maybe you could buy your friend a ticket and attend the concert with them. And number 1, we have Billie Elish. With Billie Elish currently on tour, it's probably the perfect time to purchase meet and greet tickets before it's too late, as tickets are selling out fast and she only has a few more concerts left. With there being an assortment of meet and greet packages you can choose from, if you're willing to fork out more than $2,359 to a max of $5,000 to meet the star just for a photo and a quick chat, then definitely do it. Now, Billie, just like Rihanna, is one of the more expensive stars to meet, which actually isn't shocking at all, because at just the age of 20, she's already making huge waves in the music industry as a singer, as she's young, beautiful, and extremely talented. However, just know, if you do spend $5,000 to meet Billie, you're only going to get 5 to 10 minutes to interact with the star, take a few photos, then you know that can take up to the whole 5 to 10 minutes. So the outrageous amount, is it worth buying? But I'll let you decide. At number 10, we have Mila Kunis. Mila Kunis is now 39 years old. However, when she was an actor, she auditioned for That 70s Show and she was only 14 at the time and actually quite not old enough to land the role as Jackie Burkhart. The role would end up launching her career after she fudged the truth just to make it seem like she was older than she actually was at the time. In 2012, Mila would make an appearance on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, where she would confess to the lie by saying, "I told them I was a little bit older. I told them I was going to be 18, which is technically not a lie because at one point I was going to be 18. What's surprising is that the producers never even asked for ID to back up her age, as she did look pretty young. Luckily for Mila, it was a good thing that she told a lie because not only would she get the gig, but she would end up meeting her future husband and father of her children, Ashton Kutcher, on the set. However, her being 14 on the set was actually pretty disturbing, and you have to admit that. And number 9, Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock has admitted to lying about her age just to snag some roles. In 1992, she wanted to get a part in Love Potion 9 so badly that she pretended to be older than she actually was. At the time, she was only around 27, 28 years old, but the producers wanted someone who was 29 years old. Sandra would then tell Barbara Walters that it would be wise to tell a white lie so she could convince everyone she was 29 years old. And that hasn't been the only time Sandra has used a lie to cover up her real age. Sandra even told Detour magazine that after a while, you really have no idea how old you are because you've lied so many times. I've always said I would never lie, but one time when I didn't, it worked against me, so I figured you just keep them guessing. Like plenty of actors before her, Sandra continues to lie about her age to stay afloat, and I mean, you have to do what you have to do, but are the lies seriously worth it? Hey Peaches, are you enjoying this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And number 8, Jessica Chastain. Jessica Chastain is one of those elusive actors whose true age is unknown, and people have even claimed that her age shown on Wikipedia and her IMDb is actually incorrect. It is said to believe that the actor is 45 years old. However, Jessica hasn't outright lied about her age, but she hasn't been so forthcoming about it either. For some time, her age has remained a mystery to the public. In 2013, she would sit down for an interview with Guardian where she would say that she deliberately doesn't talk about her age and that she would never admit her real age because she is an actress that wants to play a range of characters of different ages. It's clear that the actress doesn't want her age to be affected by the role she wants, so I guess we'll never know how old she really is, and we're just gonna have to keep guessing until she finally comes out to tell us all the truth. And number 7, Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj was able to lie about her age and keep us under the illusion that she was actually 2 years older than what she led us to believe. Nicki's lie would then be exposed amid another conflict, while the rapper led us all to believe over the years that she was born in 1984. Her attempt to be only 2 years younger would be shattered after she got into an altercation back in 2011. While all of us were baffled at the fact someone would only want to shave 2 years off of their age, a report would later surface after the incident that would reveal Nicki was actually born in 1982 and not 1984. So take this as a lesson to be learned that lying about your age could eventually get you exposed, so maybe opt to tell the truth instead. And number 6, Rebel Wilson. Rebel Wilson is a renowned comedian, writer, and actor. However, she apparently lied about her age. In 2015, an Australian magazine would go on to claim that the Aussie actor had misled the world about her life and stated that her birth name, age, and upbringing were all just one massive lie. The publication alleged that Wilson incorrectly stated that she was 29 and that Rebel was actually 42, meaning that she would have been in her mid-30s in 2015. The story pretty much contradicted the actor's story, claiming that she had a different upbringing and called her out on her age. The story soon caught international attention, and some publications would even go on to confirm the actor's real age. Rebel would then take the publisher to court, suing them for defamation. She denied claiming that she had been 29 and said all she ever tried to do was divert questions about her. Rebel would then be awarded $4,005,000 in damages, and the company appealed and got it reduced to $600,000. Rebel would then try to launch a counter appeal, but then that got rejected. And number 5, Nelly. Taking it all the way back to 2003, Nelly would be named one of Teen People's hottest stars under 25. However, the world would soon find out later that he shouldn't have made the list at all because he'd actually been 28 at the time when the article was actually published, and thereby ineligible for the list in the first place. Nelly's representatives were so adamant that the star was actually 22, however his birth records said something different, as the star was actually 6 years older than what his representatives made him seem. The reason the fib went on for so long without ever being discussed publicly is because Nelly wanted a more youthful image to capture younger listeners, which is actually pretty creepy, more than innocent if you think about it now. Well, it's safe to say if you think your age will never catch up to you, it definitely will at some point. And number 4, Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez once told a white lie about her age, and she even went along with it for a while before she was forced to come clean by circumstances beyond her control. Now, there's no denying that the 53-year-old looks years younger than she actually is. She's pretty ageless, but earlier in her life, she may have been trying to shave off her age to appear younger than she actually was. Today, even certain outlets report that Jennifer was born on July 25th, 1970 instead of July 24th, 1969, which appears to be her actual birthday. Now, jump back to her white lie. Jennifer's truth would finally unravel after she tried to claim to be born in 1970 instead of 1969. However, the truth would be revealed that she was born previous year after she was questioned by police about an incident in a Manhattan nightclub with her partner at the time, Puff Daddy. Whatever the situation was, she should have known the truth would come out eventually. And number 3, James Blunt. British songwriter James Blunt was interviewed by Robin Bailey on 97.3 FM to talk about his music, pranks, and aging. Robin would ask Bailey how it felt to be turning the big 4-0, but Blunt wasn't so keen on the questions because it really wasn't on his radar. After all, he was only just past 30, or is he? Now, according to the popular online in Wikipedia, it stated that Blunt just turned 48 years old, and if you do a little more internet digging, it reveals that James was actually born in 1974, which has led people to believe that he was faking his age. In 2007, it was documented that Blunt was 33 years old. However, in 2010, he would try to claim again that he was 33, which isn't quite how aging works. So he was caught red-handed trying to tell a lie about his age, and no one's really taken him seriously since. At number 2, we have Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg is an accomplished actor, talk show personality, comedian, and author. While she was the first woman to host the Oscars by herself, she has also had a pretty impressive career. Not even her age could limit her stride to become a certified star. In fact, the actor has even admitted to lying about her age at some point in her career. Whoopi has always been aspired to perform in mature roles, which has led her to lie about her actual age. When talking to the Washington Post, when she was 30 years old, she would note her driver's license contained secrets, since it contained her real age of 30 and not the age of 35 at the time, which she had widely publicized to appear older. Whoopi would then go on to say, "I had to lie about my age to get some job." She would then admit at the rise of stardom that the star was on welfare, which played a part in her decision to lie about her age. She added that she had experienced times of housing insecurity and dealing with financial troubles, which is why she sought mature roles. Being 67 now, the actor still has no shame in admitting that she lied about being 5 years older, and I don't blame her. And at number 1 today, we have Eminem. Back in 1999, Eminem would appear on Howard Stern's show, and he would tell the host and the audience that he was actually 24 years old at the time. However, Eminem's white lie would later be revealed as the star wasn't 24 and he was actually 27 years old. Now, fans are still not sure why the Detroit rapper chose to lie about his age, and there's always been many speculations over the years as to why he may have done it. Many have speculated that Eminem simply chose to lie because he wanted to draw in a younger fan base by appearing younger. However, his lie never seemed to damage his career, and the rapper has gone on to release several hit albums since the 1999 interview. Being now 50 years old, Eminem has proved that he isn't going anywhere anytime soon, and every time he decides to grace us with a song, it always seems to soar to the top of the charts, proving that he will always be a rap god and no one will ever replace him anytime soon.